Hello everyone, I am Jugal Bori. I am going to explain about the instrument FESIM stands for Field Emission Scanning Electron Microscope. So it is nothing but one type of microscope only which deals with the electrons, that is particles with a negative charge. It was invented by Manfred von Ardenne in 1937. So this instrument is used for the study of morphology, topography and elemental compositions for different samples from different field of research like material science, biological science, chemical science, geological science, etc. Again, the advantage of the instruments are it has high depth of resolution, that is we can record the images at high magnification such as up to 5 lakhs x with 1.25 nanometer resolution. Again, we can have 3D images and also the elemental composition by this instrument. Here in the instrument, electrons are liberated from a field emission source and accelerated in a high electric field gradient. Within the high vacuum column, these so-called primary electrons are focused and deflected by some electronic lenses and scan coil to produce a narrow scan beam that bombards the object. As a result, secondary electrons are emitted from the object. The angle and the velocity of these secondary electrons relates to the surface structure of the object. A detector catches the secondary electrons and produces an electronic signal. This signal is amplified and transformed to a video scan image that can be seen on a monitor and that can be saved and processed further. For the sample preparation, first of all, sample must be moisture free, that is there should not be any atmospheric water. Again, for solid powder samples, proper grindness is required, and for biological samples, the sample should be chemically fixed.
So I am going to tell you about the instrument Field Emission Scanning Electron Microscope, popularly known as FESIM, used for the surface information like surface morphology. So here we can see we have this optical column chamber from where we can have the beam of electrons, and here this is the analytical chamber. Here we can put the samples, and this is goes for the electronics part. So here we have two PCs and two monitors. Here this is our hard panel. With the help of this hard panel, we can easily handle the entire scanning process of the instrument. Here we can see this is our focus key, and with the help of this focus key we can focus the image properly, and this is our two keys for the contrast and brightness, and this is the two keys for the movement of the image in x and y direction, and this is the scan rotor case, and this is the aperture controlling case, and these two are the stigmatory, and this is the magnification case. And again we have two joystick over here. With the help of this joystick we can move the space in x, y and z direction. Now I'm going to tell you how to prepare sample and go to the instrument. As we are dealing with the beam of electrons, so samples should be conductance of electrons. So again we could have two types of samples. One could be conductance of electrons and another could be non-conductance of electrons. For non-conducting samples, we have this gold structure part. Here the sample could be loaded or sample could be coated with gold nanoparticles in high vacuum system. So this is a start. Here I have been pasting a carbon monoxide carbon tape. So first of all we have to remove this white cover part of this carbon tape. So then load the sample here. So very little sample should be completely moisture free and dried enough. So very little amount of sample is needed for analysis. So now I'm gonna blow air in airflow using airflow, so that the loosely bounded particles could blow it out. Now I am going for a cold sputter. So, paste it here. Close it. Again, go for this screen. Here we can have these recipes. So click it here. So then we could have this time goal. By pressing this time goal key, we can start the process, and the process will take 2 to 3 minutes. So now my sample is ready for the analysis. So bring it out, put it into one of the 9 option on this sample holder. So then tighten the screw right here. Hold it and hold the sample holder in this way, such that the option 2 should be towards yourself. And now slowly open the door of this analytical chamber and fix. So slowly open the door of this analytical chamber. So here you can see there is a depth hole. So now fix this sample holder in this way to this stage. Close this slowly. Now go for a pass. Fix here and then hold the remote tightly for 10 to 15 seconds. Now the system becomes ready, and the process will take 6 to 7 minutes. Hold it. So once the pumping process is over, then the system is ready for the operation. First we have to adjust this stage by using the joystick. So here we can see a blue line. So ideal stage position for the imaging purpose is 5 to 6 millimeter. So if we place this stage around this blue line, then it would WD would be around 5 to 6 millimeter. We should not increase the stage beyond this blue line. So yeah, then we have to select a sample by double clicking, as we are putting the sample here in position 3. So I am clicking here, so it will come automatically. So then we have to check the aperture size. Here you see 20 micrometer is there for imaging purpose. So then we go for EST, switch on the EST. So it is running now. So EST is on now. That means we are allowing the beam of electron to strike a sample. So then we have to, you can see here some detectors are over there. In lens, secondary electron, backscattered detectors. For imaging purpose, the ideal detector is in lens. So I'm selecting this in lens detector. So here we are going to focus. So you see it is WD 6 millimeter. We can round up it by adjusting this. We push it, yeah. Now you can see 6 millimeter. Again, you are setting the in lens detector. Here you can see. So magnification you can adjust it over there. If you see here, we are now 126x. Suppose I am putting 5000x. So you see. Okay, yeah. So probably now we are in 500x. So you can see by magnification this could be done by this button also. Here you can see. So whatever range you want, you can take from adjusting by this button. This or that. Now if you want to zoom it, then you just press the Ctrl and Tab. Then blue curve is there. So then you can centerize it. Suppose you want to centerize this part, you just click it here, it will come to here. So after all done, you have to save the images. So here you can see line integral option is there. Just put it there. So then you can select your folder here. Since directory, which folder you want to save, then select. Suppose I am saving here. Select the folder, whatever the file could be here, just save it here. It will be there. And again, start. So now I'm going to show you that some images that I have recorded over here. You can see these are the bacteria's images. You can see it was recorded in 45kx magnification with a scale of 300 nanometer, W working distance 5.2 millimeter, and then you can also see some fiber images is there, cell fiber, and then porous carbon materials are also there, and then these are the layered structure of soil. You can see over here, and some nanoparticles. These are the nanoparticles which are lying over the graphene sheets, and also some nanocomposite, lots of nanocomposite.